Alrighty, so although I'm not super excited about this final boss, it does have some free rewards and stuff like that, so I figured we'd go over it really quickly. This one's kind of a weird one as far as like the top scoring team goes. We can go to, well, there is a score reward, but we can go to the rankings and you can see this is the high score that I've gotten so far. We're just under 5k points, which isn't too bad, honestly. I'm in the top 7%. I'm like 6 point something. But yeah, you can see everybody's pretty much using this team except for one hacker at the very top, of course, because that happens every single time for some reason. But yeah, I wasn't really sure that everybody was going to be using this. Shout out to Cheekswa. I think that's how you say his name. I've gone over some of his stuff before, but he is very, very good at sort of determining what is good for final bosses and knighthood bosses and stuff like that. He's really like into like the high score aspect of a lot of PvE stuff. So I'll definitely leave his video explanation for how this team sort of works and everything like that in the description below if you want to check him out. I would appreciate you doing that because obviously I'm no master here, so we're going to go to hell difficulty. This is the team. You'll notice that there's actually this Oath of Combat button down here as well, which I think is really interesting. I don't think we've had this before. If we did, I just completely missed it, but I think this is the first time that we've had this on global. Basically what it is there are extra challenges that you can commit to that will get you extra score modifiers, which I think is really cool. So we are not going to be using food for this, so we can tick that one. We are not going to be using Zeldris. I would assume, I think they consider Zeldris to be like a good unit for this because he can dissolve with his one of his attack cards. And then we are going to be trying to clear it within 7 turns. This one is honestly the biggest sort of like commitment out of all of these, really. So yeah, the team is Green Gother. Obviously, I know some people might not have Green Gother, but he is pretty much the big key point for this one just because you want to apply dissolve. And yeah, so I mean, obviously if you don't have Green Gother, you can probably still get a pretty decent high score with somebody else. I mean, obviously you could just use Zeldris and just not get this 10% thing, but you know, I'm sure there are other alternatives. But yeah, he's going to be very helpful just because we can apply dissolve 2 times on both characters and we'll get this challenge done. Plus, if you remove 9 orbs of ultimate gauge, which his ultimate is very good for, you could still probably, I don't know if you could technically use Red Gother for this or not, but I mean, you could at least use the ultimate for that challenge, but the dissolve skill one probably won't work. So Green Liz is really good because in the second phase, you are going to want to remove debuffs from yourself, which actually gives you a pretty decent amount of score because Guila will add like ignite stacks on you, and then Jericho will put bleed and I think detonate as well, or not detonate, but like the explosion one. I can't remember. I think maybe that is detonate. I can't remember exactly. But then Easton is surprisingly your damage dealer for this one, kind of, which I think is hilarious because honestly, Easton really just doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but her ultimate is kind of what you use to sort of push phases and stuff like that, which you honestly don't need a whole lot here. You can see that both of these two characters are not fully super awakened or anything like that. I literally have Easton 1/6. I just have Easton because I went for her whenever her step up banner came out a long time ago, and then you have Jillian in the back to kind of boost the green units. So let's just hop into it. Obviously no food or anything like that because of the score modifier. It's honestly, it's very RNG dependent, of course. They normally always are. They, by the way, finally added it to where you can skip this animation and the in-between animation, which is fantastic if you ask me. So they're gonna go for Easton pretty much right out the gate. So we're gonna merge. If you can get an extra Liz card at the very beginning, it is very helpful to go ahead and try to grab an ultimate gauge, so that way you can grab her ultimate pretty much right on the second turn. We're going to go ahead and use our dissolve card. The ideal thing is to try to get the dissolve again, so that way you can put it on them twice and get that challenge out of the way. We did end up pulling an extra one, which is really nice. And then we'll probably end up using this ultimate to save Easton because they, like I said, are just going to bombard her with skills. I would preferably like to, I think we'll go ahead and use this. I don't know if I want to use the rank up just yet. We're definitely going to put the dissolve on, and then I think we'll just use the attack card with Easton at the moment. Liz's ult is also very nice because it'll help you get your ultimates and stuff like that faster with everybody else, because it gives them 2 ultimate move gauges whenever you use it. So we did get the other buff card, which is really nice. I don't think that these are super necessary, but if you want to beat it within 7 turns, it's definitely helpful to have a level 3 attack buff in the second phase whenever you decide to use your ultimates. So I think we're going to go ahead and throw this out because they have pretty high ultimate gauges at the moment. So this should go ahead and take care of our other challenge, I think. Yep, so there's 9 gauges, or 9 orbs taken down, so that's a challenge done. And we're looking pretty good, honestly. Like, this one doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad run at all. I do have the ultimate in hand ready to go. I could use it to push the phase, but they're honestly pretty low. So I think we're going to go with maybe the attack card here, and then hopefully that'll kill. We'll use this just to make sure, and then use the other Liz card. So yeah, that kills. Good job. We're saving the heal and the attack buff for the second phase so we can hopefully get them down quickly if possible, but we want to wait at least 1 turn so that way they put some debuffs on us so we can cleanse those. So it's so fantastic that you can skip that animation. I'm so happy about that, honestly. So here we go. You kind of want to wait before you put this on because you'll do a little bit more damage than you kind of want to. But I think we go for maybe this. We'll use the ultimate to get our characters up higher on HP. And then I think we'll use this at the end so that way we can have it ready for next turn. The last time I did this, where I actually got my good score, I already had Gother's ultimate ready to go, so I pretty much just used both ults at the very end to make sure I wiped them all out in 1 turn. We do have a couple of extra turns. It'll be turn 6 whenever it gets back to us. So, you gotta be really careful with this because they can kill Easton pretty easily. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. I don't have any more heal cards, and one of the challenges is to finish with 70% or higher HP on all of your characters. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this out, and then the Gother card. I would have loved to have gotten Gother's ulti here, but I really don't think with the cards that we have I'm gonna be able to do that just yet. So that kills Jericho. I'm actually pretty happy about that. As long, oh, I got another heal as well, which is really good. So even if I should hopefully be able to end with more than 70% HP. I'm actually really good here, so I think, oh no, she healed so much. Yeah, this run's probably not going to end up being the greatest you've ever seen, unfortunately. Oh, I meant to upgrade on Liz too. That's really unfortunate. Boom. Yeah, I think that might have killed too on Liz. That's really bad. Yeah, and this is turn 7, so we're gonna miss out on the thing there. You can kind of see how it works though. It's just a whole bunch of like RNG trying to make sure that you keep what cards you need in your hand. So yeah, unfortunately we are going to miss out on that. I think we'll just use this. We really don't need to heal up again, so we'll just do this. Merge these cards for a couple of points there, and then we'll kill with the ultimate. So that's unfortunate. I kind of screwed myself. I think if that Liz card would have been able to kill, if I would have ranked it up correctly, that would have been a pretty good run. But I'm in a hurry because I'm thinking about the video and stuff. We still got 4,200 points though. That's actually, you know, not too bad. We didn't get our full percentage or anything like that, but I don't even know if that would have been better than my previous scores, to be honest, with an extra 20%, maybe though. 20% is pretty high. I don't know. Honestly, it would have been a close call. I think it might have just went over my old score, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm going to be running this a lot more, so that way I can try to get all the exchange shop stuff done. And then there's obviously a clear reward as well, or a score reward, so you get a bunch of stuff just for running it a whole bunch. So yeah, I'm going to be messing around with it a little bit more. Hopefully I can try to get that score a little bit higher because I'd like to try to secure all of the rewards I can before it ends. But yeah. I honestly am kind of disappointed because I would love a new costume for these two characters, but they just don't seem to really want to do that for these kind of throwaway, like, boss events, which is pretty unfortunate. So that's basically it from me, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future. Don't forget to check out Cheekswa's video down in the description if you guys want to see his better explanation on how he does it. He goes a little bit more in depth on like what kind of like gear you should use on your characters and everything like that. And that's it from me. I will see you guys in the next video.